Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our little corner of the internet, and welcome back to the Taking Liberties Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Yes, sir. Is this episode 33?
I believe it is
33.
episode 33.
1/3 of the way to
Woo!
100.
33, baby. Woo!
Yes, we're back again. Of course, myself, Andrew.
Yes, I am Marquise.
And I am Max.
Taking liberties, talking about, the regular old TNA. And of course, we continue our review of Tough Enough, Season 1, WWF. Tough Enough.
Yes, indeed.
Don't get the F out.
Season 1, Episode 5.
Yes,
you
sir.
freaking jerks.
Kind of just want to talk about that, but unfortunately, we have to talk about Impact.
Yep.
But before
Yes,
we
we
get into
do.
that, of course, you can find us on Twitter at TLProWrestPod. Follow us on Twitter. Sometimes we put out funny things, like a recent post from our friend Max, where he showed the world that horrid,
Yeah,
disgusting
the
bump.
bump that made me so happy.
Yeah,
The bump of the primetime Elix Skipper hitting the
he-
goddamn ring, baby. That shit
Primetime Elite
is
Skipper hit the
horrible.
ring in this new edition of the Taking Liberties Pro Wrestling Podcast. Indeed,
It's
he
so
did.
good, bro.
Of course,
So good.
we are also on every goddamn podcast platform in the universe and on YouTube. Just search us up, the Taking Liberties Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Hopefully, you'll start seeing some new content on the YouTube fairly soon.
Whoa, some little things on the dirt sheets are coming out, brother. Taking liberties
Yeah,
is
the sheets are
expanding,
reporting.
man.
Yeah, there might be an expansion of the
Yeah.
brand. Of course, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcast, Stitcher, Breaker, Spotify, Owltail, Blueberry, Bullhorn,
Yeah,
everywhere. Fucking Anchor,
yeah,
all them spots, everywhere. Literally, just look us up on Google.
yeah,
Just Google us,
Yeah.
Bing us,
yeah.
Yep,
Quora
bro.
us.
Ask
Get
Jeeves.
on Mozilla Firefox, dog, and look us up because you know you want to.
Yeah,
You
just
know
go to-
you need
Just go
us.
to yahoo.com and the search bar.
Go on
And
the
just,
DuckDuckGo
yeah, and just look us up.
on the Tor browser.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We're probably on GoDaddy too. I don't know. Maybe we'll get an
Possibly,
OnlyFans
maybe.
at some point too.
TL OnlyFans?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
OnlyFans?
Damn right.
Taking liberties on OnlyFans? Hell yeah,
There-
brother.
It's just us posting that, just gifs of Velvet Sky entering the ring.
Let the pigeons loose.
Oh, brother. That'd be
Of
so
course,
sick.
if you want to go above and beyond for us, you could leave us a review on Apple, on iTunes. You don't even have to have an iPhone or a Mac or whatever. You can just simply go
Nope.
to iTunes, go to the podcast, leave us, the Taking Liberties Pro Wrestling Podcast, a 5-star review. Say something funny, something mean, something nice.
So far, we have 7. Count 'em,
7.
7
Yes, sir.
5-star ratings.
And if you want
God.
to go even further beyond, we have a Patreon. Patreon.com/TOProWrestPod. We're hoping to start making some real content for the Patreon subscribers because, of course, we have our friend Nick and, of course, Max in the $10 Liberty Taker tier.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
both so much. Nick will have something to watch hopefully soon on our Patreon, as long as everyone else
Yes.
who subscribes to our Patreon. Thank you so much. Never required. Always incredibly super appreciated. All the money is, of course, going towards making this podcast better for your listening pleasure.
Hell yeah.
Damn, you sounded real official there.
Yeah, it was like
I hit it for him.
Yeah, you did hit it. It's pretty cool.
you definitely went out and tapped that, but you know,
Yeah,
good for
yeah.
you, brother.
I'll give you that one. Good shit.
Thank you. With that being said, I believe it is time for us to go on to speak on some Impact.
Ugh.
TNA Impact from July 22nd, 2005. The show after No Surrender. Show opens with a recap of the main event. Of course, the No Surrender dog collar match for the NWA World's title.
Where there was indeed breeding.
There
and
was indeed breeding and
submissiveness.
yes, there
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Oh, baby, there was indeed. Of course, if you want to hear our thoughts on that match, you can go back and listen to the previous episode of the Taking Liberties Pro Wrestling Podcast. But of course, break it down real quick. Bunch of shit happens. Jeff Jarrett comes out because he's
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett.
It's his world.
And then Rhino attacks Raven. And then there's no Pyro that opens the show because they ain't got no goddamn TV
No,
deal.
they are
Nope,
broke,
they do
bro.
not.
Panda
Broke as
Energy
fuck.
and Dixie Carter, they're fucking. Ooh, they're pumping in. TNA's on life support right now. They
That's
are
for
on-
sure they
They're
are.
on life support right now.
Yeah, they're
They
just
are
Can it
making
die?
shows again.
Can it die,
clawing for-
please?
They're clawing. You know that doesn't happen.
TNA is the roach that
No,
refuses to
but
die. and
come
fall
on,
out.
come on, just let it die.
They're
I'm
clawing
I
for
want to let
anything.
it die.
So I don't have a whole lot of notes for the first maybe half of this show because I was watching it on 1.5 speed and trying to roll a blunt while it was going.
Okay, well, full disclosure, I think at this point it's, you and I Max, do you watch this show at 1.5 times speed?
Brother, I watched it in 1x speed.
Oh wow, you
That's
watch it.
why you're a man about
Yeah,
it.
you.
Yeah, it's
No,
it's
I
tough.
haven't-
It's tough, but I try my
Yeah,
hardest,
yeah, brother,
Andrew
I just-
Marquis.
Those matches, man, I just go faster.
Yeah, just honestly. So yeah, I did get some notes. Just not a whole lot. Like the first match.
We immediately get into the action.
Yeah, I saw David Young.
I thought that was Lex Lovett.
This fucking bro. I was
Oh
trying to
my
think of
God.
earlier. I was like, damn. Okay, so it's David Young, Buck Quartermain. Who was the third mother? Who was? I was trying to think. I was like, because
The third piece of the Holy Trinity.
I wrote in my notes a little later that we'll get to him when we get to it. But Lex Lovett, I was trying to remember him for an important reason. So yeah, when I actually pulled up this episode, I had put it up on my phone at first, and then I skipped a little bit forward because for some reason Impact has started giving me ads, which is super weird.
That's weird.
That's
Yeah, I pay
really strange.
$7.99 a month for ads. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that
pulled it
either,
up on my
brother.
phone, and I skipped forward ahead, and I saw David Young, saw him come out, and I skipped forward ahead. Just there's no real scroll, so I kind of just have to move the bar with my thumb, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I'll just just eke it just a little bit, and I saw him getting the fucking shock treatment. I'm like, whoa, whoa, all right. I was like, all right, so so I decided to watch it on on my computer. I was like, all right, so
What the hell?
let me figure out what happened here.
So let me explain. So the opening contest on this episode of Impact was David Young
Yeah.
versus Lance Hoyt.
Mm-hmm.
I personally did not recognize the music of either of these two dudes when they came out.
Nope.
No,
So
Okay.
am I wrong to think that Lance Hoyt has new theme music?
I guess it's new, but
I guess so. Like I was like, okay, who the fuck is Dave Young dropping to? And then I was like, I can recognize Lance Hoyt now. He's got like those good old leather vinyl fucking big ass pants and the beanie.
and the tramp
Like
stamp.
that's his gimmick
the
now.
tramp stamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I man, this music in old ass TNA is just like, whoo,
I mean,
baby.
that was definitely a different song because I can remember his old songs like dun, 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 dun,
Something
dun,
like
dun,
that,
dun,
Yeah,
dun.
yeah, yeah.
So I mean, this match went what, maybe 3 or 4 moves?
Oh,
Dude,
not even.
it was
So-
it was like two moves and then shit happened.
This shit was an immediate wash. So Hoyt's coming out, fucking not Lex Lovett attacks Hoyt during his entrance, gets the advantage, taken away from him. Immediately, Abyss attacks them both. Literally, he hits him outside. They get in the ring. One move from Hoyt, and then
Yeah.
Abyss just
He
fucking
just-
dicks on
yeah,
him.
Just shit counts them both, yeah. So I thought it was gonna be a DQ because he definitely attacked David Young first,
Yep.
but it wasn't a DQ. It was ruled as a no contest.
Can't give him a win.
Nope.
Hilarious.
You just can't give the motherfucker a win at any cost. You just can't
Nope.
do it.
Nope, can't
Damn,
do it.
baby, you beat Lance Hoyt
No.
by a disqual. No.
No. Sorry, no contest.
Yeah.
Sorry,
so
brother, you can't get your win here.
Abyss
Ain't
murders
in the
them both.
contract.
Yeah.
And then the shock treatment.
Yeah, he hits David Young with the shock treatment. David Young powders, and then he hits Hoyt with the black hole slam.
Yep.
And
Jam-
then
Yeah, James Mitchell gets a mic.
yes.
Says some bullshit. Yada yada yada. Abyss is a weapon of mass destruction, and he wants to punch the Big Show.
Yeah, I mean he yeah, it was going at 1.5 speed, and I was a little occupied, but he pretty much said Abyss is a bomb, and he's the detonator. That's more or less what he said. I was like, all right.
Okay, bro.
Yep.
So then we have Mike today breaking down the Super X Cup tournament. You get a graphic
Yeah.
of the bracket. Fucking pop me.
Missed the
So
bracket.
you missed the bracket. All right. So we have in the first round Sanjay Dutt versus Samoa Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Shelley versus Shocker.
Mm.
Matt Bentley
Mm-hmm.
versus AJ Styles. Now, who the fuck is Matt Bentley?
Who
We'll get to
the
that.
fuck is
We'll get to that.
Matt Bentley, bro?
And then, of
Good
course,
lord.
Petey Williams versus Chris Sabin. I wrote down after the bracket, Matt Bentley, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get to that in a moment.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah,
So
we'll
then-
get to that.
We have the first contest of the Super X Cup tournament. It's Samoa Joe versus Sanjay Dutt. Chris Daniels is on commentary for this one.
I
Yes,
thought
he
that
is.
Sanjay Dutt got in
Way
too
more,
much
way
offense.
more than he showed up.
Way
Bro,
too much offense. I was
For
like, what is going
like
on here?
undefeated as Joe, and
Yeah,
like
I
I'm
know
a
he was
Sanjay Dutt
giving-
mark. Like I
Joe
pop,
was
I pop for
selling
this
within
dude.
the first like 30 seconds when Sanjay was landing the
kick.
kicks to the leg.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is going
No,
on?
no,
here?
you need a dick on this guy
Yeah,
immediately.
like what the fuck is happening? He was selling way too much. I was, whoa, this is uncomfortable. I'm not
Yeah.
used to this.
Yeah, honestly, he was giving Joe the fucking business.
Yeah, Sanjay
Yeah, like-
Dutt, yes, and he was giving 2005 Samoa Joe the
First guy
business.
eliminated in that lethal lockdown fucking exhibition shootout match.
On his return, yes,
Yeah, that
Yep.
guy.
giving Samoa Joe the business. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? This is not right.
Yep.
Yeah, so Sanjay's using his legs and speed to avoid Joe. We come back from commercial. Joe does a diving forearm to Dutt on the floor.
God, I
Forearm
just
Suicida.
it looks so good every time.
Oh yeah, it's
And-
fucking, that's just shit.
It's so good, and I just
I wish. He'd
I don't know.
stop doing it
I
now.
guess because I still watch current day wrestling. Like I know Joe hasn't wrestled in. Well, I mean he technically wrestled this year. But whatever. I don't really
Yeah.
count it. I miss him doing that shit when he looked this good, felt that good.
So before the fucking
Shiz.
stare bump.
pretty much.
Yeah, before the fucking stare bump.
That's the thing. I feel like the more he's done this move over the past couple of years, I feel like it's this move that he's been injuring himself off of. So I wish he
Yeah,
would just
probably.
retire it.
Yeah, I agree.
So we're back in the ring. Step up knee in the corner, a bunch of offense, but Dutt just will not stay down.
Yep.
He's just fighting back.
And getting in way too much offense on Samoa Joe.
Dutt manages to fight out of an abdominal stretch. Joe cuts him off on the comeback. Joe gets Dutt in the corner and just fucking beats on him. He's like, ba, 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 skid up, ba, 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 ba.
Yeah.
Just giving him the work. Because all that
Yep.
shit he was doing earlier. Joe gets Dutt out, back suplex in the center for 2. Couple springboards by Dutt and a tope con hilo to Joe.
Yep.
He did a fucking cross body and then
These are all sorts of shit that
Yeah.
should not have been working.
cross body. He did a basement drop kick and then he did a pescado. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Like
dude?
it was so strange. I'm like, man, like as I've said, I really like Sanjay Dutt, but this is
I do
05
too.
Joe who
I
hasn't
love
been fucking
Sanjay.
beaten yet. Like,
Right.
come on, dog.
It's way too much offense for this guy. I
It's-
just didn't understand.
It made no sense to me.
Yeah.
So it all comes down to Sanjay trying a senton on Joe, gets caught into a power bomb, transition to STF and the coquina clutch.
They
all
finally,
she wrote.
They finally called it the coquina clutch.
I thought they
Yep.
called it that on the pay-per-view.
I don't remember them calling it.
They did.
Did they?
Maybe
call it
they
coquina
did.
clutch.
I just call them. I just remember calling it the rear naked choke, but they definitely said the rear naked choke, the coquina clutch. So I was like, okay.
Yep. They definitely said it this show.
So Joe wins. He's walking out after the match. Shane Douglas asked Joe, who he has a sight set on in TNA, "Who you looking at, son? You in the X Division Championship tournament. Who are you looking forward to facing?" Joe's like, "What a fucking stupid question." Just walks away
Yeah.
from him.
Yeah, he
Doesn't
base
look
as
off.
fuck, stares at Shane, and then just walks the fuck away. I'm like,
he
you
was letting
know,
him
that
with his
works.
eyes. He's letting him know with his eyes. That was a stupid fucking question to ask a guy in a
The
tournament.
question was dumb as fuck. Yeah. Who
was
are you? Who are you going after?
Stupid as fuck.
What's your objective? What's your goal in this tournament?
Like, and
To
it
win.
does-
What do you mean, bro?
What do you mean? I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna win it, and I'm gonna take the fucking title from Christopher Daniels. Fuck you mean?
It's simple. It's whatever.
I don't know.
So,
My only note that was not mentioned, as the guy who says that TNA 2005, nobody can do a good power slam. There's finally a good power slam in this fucking match.
Mm.
And when I tell you I had the biggest smile on my face when Sanjay Dutt went off the rope and Samoa Joe hit a crisp power slam, I was like,
Well, of course it was Samoa Joe that had to do it.
yeah, and of course it's fucking one of the best workers in the company, but like come on, brother, just record that, show it to the guys in the back, and say if you're gonna do a power slam, it better look half as good as this if you don't want to get fucking shot, like shoot on. Like it look like it's so
Wait, you're gonna
it's
shoot
so
him?
easy. Yeah, bro. At this point,
You're
fuck.
gonna fucking shoot him?
You can't do a good power slam. What are you doing in my ring, brother? I'm sorry. Shit is just terrible. But yeah, good job, Samoa Joe. If you ever hear this, I love you, brother. Fuck.
True.
Thank you for saving my faith in 2005 TNA wrestling.
Speaking of terrible, we have
Oh,
Sean
God.
Waltman
Yeah.
in the back looking just not good.
He was on some shit.
Oh, he was clearly on
Dude.
something. He's
He-
backstage with Jerry Lynn.
He was, yeah, zooted and booted.
They're having an argument.
He was so fucked up.
dangerous
Like,
territory.
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
Zooted.
And this segment goes so fucking long
Oh my god.
for
Oh,
no
wow.
So
fucking
long.
reason.
It goes long at 1.5 speed. I can only imagine what
Yeah,
you were
bro.
enduring.
I
Yeah, I thought
literally
it
was
going
like,
long.
I was literally sitting there and I'm like, they're saying the same shit over and over.
Yes.
Can we literally cut? And then Waltman's like, I don't know if Waltman or Jerry Lynn is just like, they just keep fucking going. And I'm like, God, dude, this has been going on for like 4 minutes.
So all the while, I noticed that Waltman was
Oh,
favoring
Lord.
his back.
Yeah.
Like he had like a
Yeah.
backache or some
All right.
shit.
So hold on. But the whole premise of this thing, Jerry Lynn was saying, "I broke you into the business." That was it, and they just kept repeating that for the most part.
Yeah.
All right. Any other comments?
Sean Waltman challenges Jerry Lynn to a match of sacrifice and hits him with the boy. He did. He literally hit him
Yes,
with
he
a boy.
did. He definitely did. He
Couldn't
talks
believe
about
it.
like it gets like kind of personal and like I know this isn't a shoot, but it almost felt like a scripted shoot.
A work
'Cause he's-
shoot.
It was a work shoot.
Yeah, like a work shoot. Cause like Jerry's like, oh yeah, like I helped you, I fed you, I housed you, and then he's like, I know that you've got kids and a wife at home. AJ, I had to defend AJ from you almost seriously injuring him.
Yeah, he said you went
and-
too far.
Yeah, and Sean's like, I don't give a fuck about AJ's kids.
Don't give a shit about
I'm
your
here to
kids."
make money. I'm like, oh fuck.
I mean,
Yeah, true.
that's
I'm
true.
like
I don't give a
it's
fuck about your
true, but I'm
kids.
like, holy fuck, like this is so bad. And yeah, it just seems like they taper on and off all the time, like during the segment. Like it looks like they're gonna walk away, and then they come back because they want to say one more thing, and then they walk away, and then they come back. It was torture. This was like some of the worst shit I've ever
I
seen.
can't imagine what that was
Yeah,
like
genuinely.
at regular speed.
Oh.
Because, like, yeah, bro, we watched that 1.5 and we thought that shit was going forever.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
And it was
boys.
super
I-
just nonsensical. They just kept saying that they were literally doing circles.
They were
verbally.
talking in circles.
Yeah, they were talking in circles. It was horrible.
They just kept repeating the same shit, and then Waltman got progressively more unintelligible. Just
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Angrier.
yeah. So
No.
yeah, he's already got a deep husky voice, so it's hard to understand him anyway. And
Yep.
he's fucking on whatever. It's it wasn't good.
I'm sure the match will be.
I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure the match is gonna. Well, okay, look, it's gonna be a Jerry Lynn match, so I'm already there. But
Dude, I'm so here for it. I just want to see Jerry
At-
Lynn get in the fucking
see,
ring.
At least now I have a match to look forward to at Sacrifice.
True. When is Sacrifice? How many weeks is that away?
Probably at least.
I
3.
can. I will look it up. I will look it up.
Well, in the meantime, we will move on to the next match on this card. We had Kip James and Monty Brown,
The former outlaw. Yes.
yes, versus Apollo and Sonny Siaki. And
Alright.
the first thing I said, the very first thing I said was, "Why are Siaki and Apollo a jobber team?"
All right. So this is what I needed Lex Lovett for.
Oh
Sonny
my god!
Siaki and Apollo are just the baby face Lex Lovett and David Young. That's
How
all they
dare you.
are.
And they're so much bigger.
How
That's all
dare
they
you.
are. That's
They're
all
so
they
much
are.
bigger, brother. What do
That's
you
all they
mean?
are. That's all they are. They're just
Uh,
they're just
oh,
a
me and
baby
Andrew need a hug or something.
They're the
'cause, like,
baby
that-
face jobber team that's just used to get over the heels, just like Lex Lovett and David Young were the heel jobber team used to get over whatever baby faces. That's all they are. That's all they are.
I hate you.
That's,
I'm
I
not-
know
hate
you're
you.
not. I know you're completely correct, but I hate that you laid it out like that.
I'm not happy about that. Don't get me wrong. I like both these men, but that's what they are. I have to call a spade, and unfortunately, they have been slotted into a very unfortunate position.
Pain. Pain.
It is painful.
According to Mike Tenay, Kip James received a fine for his actions at No Surrender involving beating up a whole bunch of referees.
Yeah.
He just later they
Beat the
get
shit.
more on this.
Yeah.
But BG James is on the ramp during this match. For why?
Yep.
I honestly don't understand.
Didn't even notice he came out.
Dude, I
think I was still gimmicking at this point, so.
I genuinely
Sure.
don't understand what the story they're trying to tell is.
I don't know.
I don't understand why BG is like this, or why Two Live Crew even give a shit about him anymore, or why Outlaw's doing all of this.
So-
And what does
Outlaw-
Monty Brown have to do with it?
Okay, all right. So Monty Brown, Monty Brown is a
I mean, there was a Jarrett
he's
guy.
an outlier from the whole Jarrett thing.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
Monty Brown and Jarrett, they were Planet Jarrett and all that bullshit. So it was supposed to be, DDP versus Jarrett for the title. Monty Brown then turned on DDP and aligned
Yeah.
himself with Jarrett.
All that horse shit.
That's when Jarrett was the champion. It was as long as he's still champion. And then he was still, I guess, part of Planet Jarrett at the time. And then Outlaw
Yes.
comes into Planet Jarrett. They're cool. It's just that Monty is not cool with Jarrett now that Jarrett
This little bitch.
can't
Hold up his end of the bargain.
Yeah, can't fulfill his end of the bargain.
Which
So
was
they're-
supposed to be an NWA
they're-
World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, they're
match.
cool. It's just now that Monty and Jarrett have some beef.
Okay, but I understand all that. My question is, why does Monty Brown care about the Two Live Crew?
Because my homie's issues are my issues.
My homie's issues are my homie.
That's true. But my homie's issues are my issues.
True.
I guess so. He's just way too loyal.
Clearly.
You know what? That might be the story of Monty Brown and TNA.
He's too
So
Too loyal.
I'm gonna say two things before we get deeper into this quote unquote match. BG James, when he comes out, he's wearing a Got James shirt, which was
Got James.
I hated myself.
What does that mean?
You got James?
No, like the Got Milk stuff, Marquis.
Yeah. Got James.
I didn't even
Yeah.
see that. Well, I get it. I didn't even know he was out here. So yeah.
Well, I know. That's why I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I wanted to bring it up because I'm like, what the fuck is this T-shirt? Like, it's almost as bad as like, was it the AJ Cum?
The AJ
t-shirt?
Cum shirt? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the first thing I
because-
thought. Yeah.
It's like literally the first thing I thought of. Like, if this is a sold T-shirt and it isn't just like a shoot shirt for fucking BJ James to wear, like, I don't know who bought that, but if you do, you're a legend and you wasted your money. Good for you.
Was it
Fuck.
it's kinda
And
like them
before
Y2K shirts.
FYI, we have 3 more episodes. Not counting this one. July 29th, August 5th, and August 12th until the August 14th pay-per-view TNA Sacrifice 2005.
All right, we got 3 weeks. You said.
3 weeks.
See, we're good.
Lovely.
Means we have a
Yep.
month.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're safe for now.
No.
But yeah, there's like this match pissed me off because it's just like I should be used to it after doing this pod for about a month now of like, and also listening to the pod for months before it, but like of fucking stupid ref bumps. They take a stupid ref bump.
Okay. So
Monty hits the
Oh, man.
pounce.
Yeah, he
And-
pounces Siaki into the referee trying to stand up from a ref bump.
and then fucking
Rudy
Outlaw-
Charles just.
and then Outlaw hits the ref. It's Mark Johnson who's the ref for this.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Rudy Charles is the one who runs down the ramp and calls the 3 count.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Rudy Charles doesn't even get in the ring. You just like,
Yeah,
and
he just
the
counts
camera
from
angle,
outside.
the camera angle is so bad. I'm like, the match ended, and I'm like, oh, did it end in a DQ? And then like Mike Tenay even is like, oh, the match is over. There was a pin by officiated by Rudy Charles. I'm like, what the fuck, TNA? Like, come on, man. Like,
And then for some reason, the 2 Live crew come out and attack Kip James and Monty Brown.
yep,
I mean, at
And
this point, why even have beef with them? Because this whole BG thing is horseshit.
it's
Honestly.
so fucking bad.
I'd be so
bro.
over it by now.
Yeah. It's
Like,
After the first time he walked out, I'd have been like, all right, dude, we're done.
well.
and then
Clearly,
yeah, so they
K-Dog
they
is
brawl.
done. If anything, it's Killings that's holding all this shit together. But I don't know why he's
Why is he even
holding on
bothering?
so
you know
strongly.
what Ron Killing should be focused on right now? Beating Raven.
Yeah.
That's what he should be
I
focused on.
agree.
I agree.
I
He
agree.
should focus on kicking Raven's ass and holding that title into the next decade.
Yeah, you're right. But
all that
you know,
bullshit happens. BG just watches the whole kerfluffle. It's nothing to do with it. All a bunch of
and
bullshit.
they brawl into the back, and then we cut to Simon Diamond and David Young backstage.
Yeah, he just talks shit to him, tells him, "Listen, you little piece of trash. You have to be better than all this." Oh man, Abyss fucking attacked me. He's like, "I don't give a shit about Abyss, bro. I want you to win a match."
Pretty much.
And
Fucking
basically,
win.
he's like, "You need my mental and leadership skills to get over the hump, and you need my backstage politics, Joe." Like, holy
Yeah,
shit!
yeah,
Like,
I gotta talk with the Booker man.
yeah, like I gotta go talk to
What the
Kevin
fuck,
Nash,
bro,
brother.
in the-
I gotta
man,
talk
what
to
the-
whoever's got the pencil so I can make sure that you're booked to win these matches, brother. All this shit is fake, don't you know it?
God
what is-
damn.
What?
What does that mean?
That shit pissed me off so bad. I'm like, come on, brother. Like, what are you saying?
You know what else pissed me off? We cut to Larry Zabisco with a group of
So,
referees.
yeah, I guess this is a referee strike gimmick.
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah.
because we got a promo package of Kip James fucking murdering the referees that sacrifice.
So there's only 3 referees in the company.
Yep. Well,
Yep.
apparently so. All 3 of them, which is
Mark Johnson, Andrew Thomas, and
Rudy Charles.
Marie Charles.
They all confront Larry Zabisco and say, "Look, man, what the fuck is this bullshit? We're not gonna keep doing this. We keep getting hurt." And they're supposed to like, "We're a bunch of fucking referees, bro. Just do your fucking job, man. Just do your
Just do
job."
your job.
Yeah, so he's just not hearing it.
No, yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, what the fuck, man?" And then they just go right back to doing their jobs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Technically, he is victim blaming.
Yeah.
Kind of pissed me off.
These
He's like,
dudes,
"I don't care."
True.
These dudes are just fucking being abused and attacked when they're just trying to do their jobs. And
Yeah.
It's just like, just do your job. Like,
What the fuck?
bro, what do you
Like,
mean?
what do you
You
mean?
can literally see every week that I'm trying.
We are
mean?
getting abused.
Right. What do you mean? But
Like, holy shit, bro.
Dark Side of the Ring on TNA referees.
I guess so.
Oh my god,
There's
give
some
it to
dark
me.
stories
Give it
there.
to me.
Clearly. Fuck.
So after that, we cut to Raven in the ring.
He has new music. Am I wrong? His music
I-
was different.
I'll be completely honest.
paying
The
attention.
only music I've been listening to this whole podcast is whenever AJ comes out. I will say
Yeah.
that for shoot. I'm
Fair enough.
sorry, you could take some liberties on me.
Nah,
I
bro,
do
mean,
not care
Sleeping
about this
Entrances,
old ass
whatever.
TNA music.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
Jeff Jarrett's because
Yeah,
it's
but-
fucking Jeff,
but-
fucking my world.
Dude, whatever Raven's theme here was on the show was not
It was
Raven.
not Raven at
anytime
all.
Raven comes out, I just type in my notes. Ugh, Raven. Like,
Well, see, like, I
it's the
like
same
Raven,
thing, he's
but
gonna do
I
the
don't
same
like
thing here.
2000.
I like
2005
Raven. I don't like 2005 Raven. He cuts
Yeah, I
same
agree.
Raven promos all the fucking time. He just talks about how he's human cancer and
Yeah. Yeah, so, Raven sits in the corner, cuts his promo. He's reached a conclusion that TNA just isn't big enough for him and Jeff Jarrett, so one of them's got to go. One of us got to get the fuck out of here. And one of us, made this company. So,
Yeah. Sorry, brother. I don't know. What to tell
Yeah,
you.
all that
sorry,
shit.
brother.
yada yada, human cancer. Jeff Jarrett comes out.
It's his world.
They
I
talk
wrote down
shit.
in my notes, God, my world is fucking PTSD inducing. It kills me every time.
Wee woo, wee woo,
Wee woo.
woo, wow. Yeah, hell yeah, that shit.
Sounds like that fucking SpongeBob episode.
True. It's a good shout.
Yeah, so yeah, Jarrett and Raven talk shit. Rhino comes into the ring from behind the other tunnel. Raven turns around and avoids the gore, but then Jarrett gets into the ring, starts attacking. Then Rhino hits a gore anyways.
Yep.
Because he can. They both kick his ass, then they go to commercial.
Yeah.
Yep.
We come back, and we have Matt Bentley, Matthew Bentley
Yes.
versus AJ Styles.
In my notes, I said, I guess he's finally decided to stop embracing being the cousin of the great, the legendary, former WWE
Oh my
champ,
God.
Shawn
Former
Michaels.
European champion.
Yeah,
Former tag
yeah,
team
you got,
champion.
I'll
you
say
guys
the-
know.
I'll
you
say
guys
the
know
speech. Everyone knows. I
Yeah,
could
yeah,
go-
yeah.
I could
Say
go
the
on.
speech.
Yeah.
Pop
I
me
could
one
go-
time. Pop me one time.
No. I gotta hold
That
that down for a
guy.
rainy day.
So
Oh,
Mike
brother.
Tenay said he has started to go by his real name. He's no longer going to be Michael Shane. He is now Matt Bentley.
Hold on. What does that mean?
I don't know what that means,
What do
brother.
you mean?
I
Michael
think they
Shane's not
said there
his
was
real
something
name?
like legal. There's like legal disputes that they can't talk about.
Did they?
So his name is not.
Yeah, they said
I-
something about
that's
some
what I
fucking
think.
copyright bullshit.
Yeah.
Just
And I'm
remember
like,
saying
Michael
he's gonna go by
Shane
his
is
real name.
copyrighted, or is he just like
It's just too
done
close.
doing the
It's
Shawn
just
Michaels
too close
gimmick?
to Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I think he's just done
Yep.
doing the Shawn Michaels gimmick. This I hope.
And yeah, and I legitimately, when I read the thing earlier, I'm like, who the fuck is Matt Bentley? And then I saw he came out with Tracy,
Nah,
and I'm like, oh my
I
God,
saw
that's Michael
that-
Shane.
I
mean,
saw
heard
that. No,
well,
I saw that name on the fucking bracket, and I just immediately started laughing.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I knew who Matt Bentley was. I just didn't remember when the change happened. But
Yeah.
Here it
true.
is.
But yeah, I guess he just decided to stop being Shawn Michaels' cousin.
Cool.
But the music
Yeah.
gives him PTSD, so you know. Yeah, I heard it. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well.
Yeah, it's just how it is. Yeah, so of course this is another first round contest in the Super X Cup tournament.
Oh, also, one more note that I had. 2 fairly large name changes in the same week in this company. Kip James and
Oh yes, Kip James and Matt Bentley.
Matt Bentley.
Oh yeah.
And new theme music.
And new theme music. Yeah.
TNA 2.0.
I guess so.
God.
Awesome. Yeah, so Bentley powders out at the start. It's gonna take me a while to get used to that.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
how I wrote it in my notes. So yeah, just Bentley.
Yeah. Hip toss backbreaker by Styles looked really cool and
It
devastating.
looks so sick, dude.
I specifically had to write a note about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
Tracy picks Styles' leg and he grabs that bitch by her hair.
Oh, that-
Yeah,
Hurry,
see-
little bitch.
Before that, he did a drop kick into the commercial. He did his
Yep.
famous "fuck yeah" drop kick.
The
right into
the
the-
famous like crisp ass
Yeah,
dropkick looks
yeah,
so sick.
And then AJ goes to run the ropes, and then Tracy grabs him, and then he just grabs a fistful. He
snatched that
yanks her
bitch's
on the
weave.
apron. I'm like,
Come
whoa!
here.
Yeah, that
whoa,
shit
I was
was-
not expecting that. I was like, holy
Yeah,
shit!
It was
come
it was
here,
pretty
whore.
I was
crazy.
like, why is this baby face acting like that? And then I saw
That's
the
what I
finish,
thought.
and I was like, okay.
It was like, yeah. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, so then Bentley tries to attack Styles while he's doing this, but he simply moves. So Matt Bentley almost hits Tracy.
I thought he did, but I guess
No,
not.
he just he
Yeah.
narrowly stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
They trade blows. Bentley gets the better of the exchange. Tracy gets involved some more, and then there's a Pele kick by Styles for a double down. Bunch of combo moves by Styles into a phenomenal forearm and a discus clothesline for 2.
And then
This man just giving him everything.
Bentley slowed this match way the fuck down. Oh my
Yes, he
gosh.
did.
All right,
And it
again.
sucked.
Again, I can only imagine what it was like for you at normal speed.
I was like,
Because
man, AJ's
for-
getting his shine. When the
was-
fuck is the heat coming? And then it came, and I hated it.
I was sitting there for like 3 or 4 minutes
At 1.5
at
times speed.
1.5 times speed, and he just brought this match to a halt. I'm like, bro, he did some shitty arm submission rest
Yep.
hold thing. He put him in a
Yep.
chin lock. He put him in a shoulder lock. It was just,
He was working
bro, he was working him. I was like, oh my gosh, this sucks. Yeah, it was so
Like,
bad.
here's the thing, man. Like, I can appreciate wrestling in a lot of different aspects, but I'm like, man, just let fucking AJ win this goddamn match. Like, I'm done.
Who's
I
here
saw
for
my-
this?
Oh, like,
I
who is
saw- I
here
saw-
for this?
I saw my pretty AJ moves. I'm ready for the finish.
Honestly.
and then like fucking out of nowhere, fucking James Storm comes in.
Nice
Su-
babyface stuff here.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
real awesome
su-
babyface
Yeah,
AMW
super
shit.
kicks Matt Bentley, and AJ wins. He didn't
Yeah.
even hit the Styles Clash
No,
or
he did
anything.
one.
He just pinned him.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Harris.
Yeah, just no, yeah, just pinned
he
him.
just pinned him.
How's that?
Yeah. So
Oh, true.
Chris Harris,
True.
he distracted the ref and Tracy, and James Storms. Yeah, he just comes in and just
Super
does
kicks
the fucking super kick,
Yeah, just,
rolls out of the ring. AJ's like, all right, yeah, I'm just gonna get the win. That's it for me. GG.
yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
like fuck it. Not
GG,
my
time to
fault that
move
he's
on
got beef with other
to
dudes.
round 2 in the Super X Cup. I'm like, okay, cool.
All right, very babyface ending here. I was like, damn.
For the most over
Matt-
guy in the company.
Matt Bentley just got dicked on by.
Yeah.
He
Yeah, he
does a
did.
3-on-1.
Yeah.
assault on
Fuck
Matt
'em.
Bentley.
And his fucking girlfriend got her hair grabbed and shit. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Bad-
got snatched.
Yeah,
bad night, bro. Bad night.
it was a bad night.
And that was also the end
Thankfully.
of this week's
Dang.
episode of TNA Impact, of course, July 22nd, 2005.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of happening. I mean, we had some tournament matches, and those were all right, although Sanjay Dutt got way too much.
So much.
And
So
the
much.
psychology
Oh,
of the main
fucking
event was weird.
much.
Yeah. The psychology of the man was weird.
We had a flub in the middle.
I,
Abyss-
I'll honestly say, and I said this last week for the pay-per-view, I didn't think that this is a bad card. It's just the TNA execution is so fucking bad, and they don't know how to like.
they're so lost
Tell guys.
right now.
We didn't have a
Yeah,
TV deal. Like, what the
And
fuck
like
do we
these are
do?
still 45-minute episodes, but they feel like they're like 2 hours.
Yeah. They're
Like it's very badly
yeah.
paced.
they're cramming in 2 hours worth of content into 1 hour.
Yeah.
It's really funny that I honestly, every single time I watch Impact, I'll like at some point check how much time is left. And it's
Yeah, I do
always-
too. After
it's
every match, I'm
always-
like, how
it's
long is
always
left?
dead in the center.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
always right in the center. I'm like, how much
By the
longer do I
time-
have?
By the time you're blown up, there's still so much more to go.
There's still a whole another 25 minutes
Yeah.
to go.
Like I said, I mean, if you were watching this on TV, it would be an hour. So they're cramming in 2 hours worth of content into a 1 hour show, which is awful.
pain.
So
Yeah, it's
fucking
terrible.
bad, bro. Anyway,
Yeah.
That being said, we're past that
Thankfully.
and we're looking forward to the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
As we continue our review of WWF Tough Enough, as Max said earlier in the pod, this was season 1, episode 5, subtitled Dinner with Mr. Patterson.
Yeah. Woo, woo, yeah.
You got that.
Give me a break, brother.
Yeah. So we start with bump drills.
Yeah.
I'll tell Shadrick. Oh man, I couldn't believe he said this shit. I could not fucking believe it. Al tells Shadrick, an athletic black man in the crew, that he looks like a drive-by shooting victim when he bumps.
He did say that. Yeah.
Oh
I
my
couldn't
fucking
believe he said that.
God,
He did say
bro.
Oh, yeah,
I
he
was
did
like,
say
holy
that.
fuck,
I had to
Al
write that
Snow
shit
is
down.
fucking done. He's so fed up. Like it's
Al
over.
Snow is racist?
He did say that.
He was like, holy
I
shit.
genuinely... Bro.
I completely forgot that he said that. Yeah, he did say
Yeah,
that.
he did.
Al Snow said Shadrick looked like a drive-by shooting
All right,
victim when he
so
bumped.
yeah, because that comes after the show starts with Paulina saying that bumping is affecting her, or the bumps and bruises that she has are affecting her negatively, and then they show Shadrick they show him doing all right at first.
Yeah,
Relatively
his
all
bumps got worse and
right.
worse.
And then they got worse, and then because my note was it looks like he's doing all right, and then Al says he's not doing well, and then Daryl, they do a cut to Daryl who's just bumping like
He looks
shit.
like absolute
Hey,
shit.
he
Bumping
looks
like
fucking
absolute dog
worse.
shit. Yeah, he's bumping like dog shit, and then they show Shadrick's like flip bumps or whatever, or no, I guess that was later, but some of his bumps here are horrendous.
Now,
Okay, yeah, because they were being pushed down by the instructors.
yeah,
They're just being
Yeah.
tapped
yeah.
and
Tori
pushed
was
down.
pushing him down.
Yeah, it was really bad.
I wanted to mention because you talked about Daryl having horrendous bumps. They cut to him in the confessional. He said, "You know what he said? He said, I'm pretty confident in my progress in this competition.
He did say that.
I'm confident I can win this
absolutely
thing.
said
He
that.
was incredibly confident until the very end. And you know what? I may not like him, but I respect that.
I respect that, but not him.
I respect his
outlook.
fucking
Yes.
ego, I guess, because
I
his ego's
respect that he feels
insane.
so
Confident.
confident in himself, despite how wrong he may be.
Incredibly wrong.
I respect it.
Dude's delusional.
I don't say this lightheartedly. I think he might need to go to therapy.
Dude is on one. So
Yeah.
after all that, the crew gets sat down after training. John Goober comes in and informs them that tonight they're going to be having dinner with Pat Patterson. He gives them $100 to go grocery shopping with, prepare for dinner. They wind up spending $185, so Chris Nowinski, being the base red pillar he is,
Yeah.
covers it.
He covers it.
That's all right, boys.
And then he just goes and asks, he's like, hey guys, I'll cover it, but when we get back to the house, do you think that you guys can
Pitch
spot
in?
me? Yeah, you think you can?
Yeah.
Everyone,
Right.
shoot me a couple dollars.
Right.
Everyone's like, yeah, man, that's cool.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's no issue at all.
Max, who was the one person who refused to help out with the bill? for
I
feeding
I
Pat
don't know,
Patterson?
Andrew. Who the
was it?
fuck would you think it is, Andrew?
It would
Fucking
be,
Daryl.
it'd be Daryl.
Who's like, you spent $80. I didn't spend $80. Why do I owe you money? I'm like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, he's like, you didn't come back to the house and ask if
it
we
was
wanted
cool.
if it was cool, if we wanted to pitch in. I'm like, bro,
How about
dude, you.
bro? Why were you not on the shopping trip?
Yeah, true.
I don't. It's fucking Daryl. I don't get it.
I honestly, yeah. So fucking Chris is like, all right, man. So you don't
like,
want to pitch
whatever,
in?
yeah,
He's like, I ain't got a personal problem with you. Chris says, I've got a personal problem with you.
Yeah.
He says straight to his face, I've got a personal problem with you.
Yeah.
And he gives him some fucking money,
Yeah, he
and
gives
he
him some
walks
money back.
off. He's like,
Yeah.
whatever, dude. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's like, okay, dude, whatever.
Yeah, so then
Oh
Pat
my
Patterson
God.
arrives at the house. He's there. They're
Yep.
eating a pasta and some other shit,
Sure.
whatever.
Whatever,
Super
fuck.
basic college people meal.
Something that definitely did not take $185.
It was
Yeah.
not worth $185. Fucking tell you that. They probably bought some like a buttload of Aleve, ibuprofen.
Yeah,
fucking-
honestly, they probably could have just bought some fucking pizzas. Like, Jen.
Honestly, they should have just bought
Bro,
pizza.
yeah.
I thought, let's put some pizzas, brother.
right?
Or buy like a cheap ass steak. Like
100
like a $10 steak.
Like a $1 steak.
You can get a decent cut for about $7.
Yeah,
I'm tough
I
as
agree.
well. No, maybe they don't want it tough. Like a $1 steak.
Toughen up. Ah!
So
Yeah, are you tough enough, son? Yeah, so they're eating dinner and, yada yada. And Pat Patterson tells them all these road stories and exclusive footage.
oh, the exclusive.
Yeah, so
Honest- story I could not understand.
whoa,
Before
hold
you
on.
get to exclusive footage, they show him, and it's a very quick little outing. They make it seem like it's a very, very quaint little meeting between this wrestling legend and these rookies just trying to do anything to break into the business.
Mm-hmm.
And and then they do go to the exclusive footage,
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
and Pat says some really weird shit.
So, dude, okay, I want to tell this because I was
Yeah,
like,
you got it,
so
bro.
in my notes, I wrote down, Pat pulled a rib in Texas, and I put in brackets, this is gonna be sick or sick to my stomach inducing. So basically, Terry Funk and Pat Patterson,
Mm-hmm.
with a rookie that they don't name, they're just like with this.
Oh, of course
we-
they don't name them.
Yeah, we were with a rookie brother, and so
Steve
basically, I guess they used to moon kids.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
said
a
that-
usual territory
Yeah,
thing.
they said that when the drivers were driving down the highway, or when the wrestlers were driving down the highway, they would
pass
pass each other sometimes. So it'd be a common rib, I guess, common joke with the boys. to
Yeah,
kinda- to just roll down your mirror and moon the guy when they're passing.
yeah.
right.
Drop the
But,
pants, give him some ass, baby.
But Max, where does this go?
So basically, they go a little farther, brother.
Farther,
They
you say?
so they tell the kid to hide in the trunk. And they were gonna moon the guys by opening the trunk from inside the car and having the kid flash his ass. The cops see them speeding down the highway in the middle of the night, and they tell the kid to fucking move the cops anyway. So the kid, like, I don't know if he couldn't hear the sirens in the trucks or whatever. Fucking, they pop the trunk and the kid moons the cops, and then that's like where the story ends. Like, I don't know if
Yeah.
they said anything after that, but I was
Well,
like,
he said
what
But you're
the
crying.
fuck
Yeah,
just
that shit-
happened, brother?
that was fucked. I mean, he said that they got off because the cop recognized, Pat Patterson and Terry Funk.
Yeah.
Of course.
Ah, yeah. They also said as another rib, to take the rib further of mooning, they would stick cigars in each other's asses while they were mooning each other out of the window.
Oh
So,
my
they
god,
put
bro.
this in
Just just casual rib with the boys, casual little practical joke,
Yeah, let me put
Oh, bro.
Yeah,
let me put a cigar up your pooter, bro. Let
Yeah,
me see
brother.
how you like that. Let me light it and take a hit. Holy
Fuck,
shit,
bro.
that shit was so fucking hilarious.
I don't know what
Oh
the
my
fuck these
God.
guys are on, dude. I am glad that wrestlers these days just play video games and watch.
I'm
them,
so glad, bro. I do
God,
not want to
holy
have to
fuck.
have to drop my pants and have somebody like stick a
Yeah,
fucking
bro, so we
cigar in
stick
my
each
ass.
other's dicks in their ass when they were mooning us to take the rib further.
Yeah, that's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious,
yeah,
bro.
fucking
yeah,
freedom
dude,
for
it
the
was-
boys, bro, for the boys. Yeah,
Freed the boys.
yeah.
Yeah, you wanna
The
rib
locker
me,
room
bro?
banner, bro.
Yeah, you wanna rib me, brother? I'll rib you with this baby in your ass.
Okay, so I just have to say this for the sake of like my sanity, I guess, because Pat Patterson was gay, right? Or he
Yes.
came out
Was.
as gay.
Yes, he
Yeah.
was at one point indeed gay.
Yeah, so like
I mean, he
in
came out as
2000,
gay in like 20.
I was gonna say during like the fucking
during
like the
Legends
network
House.
special thing,
But,
right?
I
Like the
mean, it
in your
was-
house legends or whatever.
All right, so the way that I hate that I know this is how I know Pat Patterson, but anytime I thought of Pat Patterson, the phrase was always synonymous with him. The worst kept secret in professional wrestling history, which means everybody knew he was gay.
Yep,
So everybody knew he was gay before he came out,
true.
and Pat Patterson, for those that don't know, notorious fucking weirdo. Just absolutely massive
Dude,
pervert guy.
absolutely fucking the weirdest dude ever.
Yeah, he was sticking cigars in boys' asses.
Huge pervert guy. Just super weird guy. So,
Had a thing for young boys, which is fucking disgusting.
yeah.
But
mean,
yeah,
my-
no, I just I
my mind
I
never
brought it
trailed
up
from
because
that
I'm
thought
like
the entire
in
time.
2005 or whenever Tough Enough came out. I think it's around that time, right? Or like 2002,
This would've been
2001.
2002.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, And like 02, I would have been like, oh, so Pat, he gets into some shit with
Yeah,
the
like,
men.
I mean, at
'Cause
this
he
point in the
likes-
show, it's probably like February or March of 2002.
Yeah, true.
Very early.
But yeah,
But yeah,
I
mean,
just
Pat
I
Patterson is
I
talking
thought
about that
that
weird
was.
shit.
Yeah.
He also likes karaoke. A lot.
A lot of karaoke.
Oh, dude, I
lot.
literally made a
Huge
note for this.
karaoke
It said
fan,
Pat fucking loves karaoke.
Yes, he
And
likes
then he said-
karaoke and karaoke bars.
He said three people that really surprised him the most: The Rock and the Dudleys, all like karaoke.
Mm.
Wow.
See,
Yeah.
The Rock, I could see it.
I could see
But the
it.
Dudleys,
Yeah, the Dudley
Devon?
boys, like
No.
Bubba.
I don't see.
Bubba?
I could see Bubba doing it, but I don't
You
see.
don't- you don't see
being a
Devon doing
karaoke
it?
guy.
Maybe Bubba after a few drink skis.
Yeah,
but
after a
not-
couple drinks
not
with the
Devon.
boys, with the
Yeah.
aces and eights.
Yeah, with the boys sticking goddamn
Yeah.
cigars up each ass with the boys.
Yeah, he's drinking and
Right.
fucking cigars with Doc Gallows in the fucking bar, singing
Right.
fucking whatever.
Yep.
Anything, don't matter.
Don't matter.
Right. Just ribbing each other.
The aces and eights theme on the karaoke machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just gonna be doing that while he's got
Right.
a cigar in his ass, smoked by Doc Gallows.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Casual rib with the boys.
The boys. Yeah,
And
fuck
Garrett
that shit.
Bischoff.
No,
Garrett.
stop, dude, no.
So
You're just-
apparently,
Oh my god.
apparently Daryl is also a karaoke connoisseur.
Oh, he did say that.
He
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, I like karaoke." And cut to the next morning.
Yep.
I was really hoping. I was really honestly hoping for some goddamn karaoke action.
I was so
Just
ready
to
to
watch
clip in
Josh
shit through for the
Matthews sing.
Twitter. I was so ready to fucking record it on my phone.
Yeah, it's fucking wonderful.
So
shit.
sad.
Yeah. So we cut to the next morning. We see some flip bump drills. Shadrick is losing confidence.
Yeah, they're doing.
He's
some flip
lacking.
Bumps.
He's lacking the confidence he needs to effectively do his job the right way.
They're doing some flip bumps. They showed some pretty good bumps. Chris does a good bump. Josh does a
Yep.
really good bump.
Oh, he's a great
He does
bumper.
a great bump.
Josh does
Daryl-
very good bumps.
Daryl does not do a good bump. Shadrick's fucking turning sideways somehow.
Yeah, it's like weird fucking like whisper in the wind.
Yeah,
he's
like he keeps
jumping
bumping.
forward.
He keeps bumping, and he's turning sideways in the air. And I'm just thinking, well, one, I'm thinking how, because as a person who did this sort of thing in wrestling practice in high school, how?
Fear.
I guess
It's
But-
because he's lacks
I mean-
confidence.
He talks a lot throughout the show that like he thinks he's the one who's going home this week and that he
Yeah,
is just
he
not
did
good
say
enough.
that. It just
So
Yeah, well, good thing Daryl's here.
turning in the air. That,
yeah,
damn.
yeah,
The
like
mental-
it looks really fucking bad.
It
like-
looks like it. I mean, he's obviously more prone to injure himself that way because how do
Yes.
you really prepared for a bump if you're fucking contorted? So
Yeah, yep. But after Shadrick is done bumping, Daryl took an arm drag, and I swear to God, I thought he broke his neck.
all right. So
Oh my god, yeah, he sandbags the motherfucker
Yeah.
out of
Dude.
Josh.
So after
It looked so
after-
fucking bad.
yeah, after they're bumping, they're doing they're doing arm drags, and they show a couple arm drags. Somebody does something, somebody does something, and then Daryl is taking. It was actually a hip toss.
Yeah, he's doing a hip toss.
Was it a hip?
Yeah, they're doing hip
Yeah.
tosses, but Daryl just can't do it.
So they're doing the hip toss, and he fucking spikes himself on the head and trips up Josh at the same
Yeah, he
time.
sandbagged him.
And I'm just thinking, holy shit. He.
Oh yeah, Al immediately tells him, "Get out of the ring. We need to talk."
What I literally said was, Daryl doesn't go up for a hip toss, and holy fucking fuck, he spikes himself on his head and practically
Yeah.
trips up Josh Matthews. Yeah, and then Al tells him he's gonna hurt himself or hurt someone else, and that he doesn't feel. He said he's gonna single out Daryl essentially, and he's gonna make
Yep.
Daryl watch from the side, and that he is not going to allow Daryl to bump until he feels that Daryl is comfortable and ready to properly bump and do it, as Al says every single time.
Which he doesn't
Yep.
even get the chance.
No.
Well, I mean, in my mind, the fact that he was put in that position at all was like a guarantee of elimination.
Yeah, he said, Al said,
"You suck."
he said, you're not even close. You're not even the same ballpark. You're not even down the goddamn street. Oh, I was like, oh
He
my
fucking
god.
honestly, I would have fucking high-fived Al after he
Yeah,
said,
that
like,
was such
"You're damn right."
That was such a nice line. Yeah, I had to
And-
take it out.
Shat on him.
So base ass Al, says all that shit, and then Daryl says something around the lines of, "Well, I know the WWE really likes big men,
Yep.
It's the line
and
of the
I'm a
Giants.
big man," and I'm like, "Oh Lord,
And then it cuts
he's
to
right."
Josh Matthews saying, if he was my size and he was that terrible, they'd have cut
They
him.
would have come
immediately.
forever ago. Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
bullshit.
he
He's
would have
right.
been the first cut.
He's right.
Yes, they
But-
only put him with this bullshit because he's like 6'6".
Yeah.
Yep.
The biggest dude there.
And he played football,
Yeah. Just
college football, whatever,
it's
dude.
awful.
Yeah, so
Um,
Daryl also still thinks at this point, he still thinks he can win the entire
Yeah,
competition.
he truly seems to think
He
that he's
legitimately
he's
thinks he
good,
can win.
yeah.
Uh,
They go back to the house.
I honestly, at this point, I was beginning to think he's just doing a character. Because, like, how can he be so delusional to
Delusional.
think that you, the one person in the group who was told you're not allowed to even be in the ring until I say you are, is going to win?
He's confident.
He's got a lot of drive.
Whatever. Anyway.
yeah,
So-
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and determination.
yeah. So they go back to the house,
Oh God.
and it seems that Daryl and Shadrick Bond is the only two black people there.
Yeah, they had a real
Real brother moment. You see,
Glad you said it.
yeah, a real
Yeah,
brother
they do.
bond there. Shadrick says, I may have said some shit behind your back, but goddamn, son, you're 325 pounds, and it's tough for me. So I can only imagine what you're going through. And Daryl says,
It's completely different.
and Daryl says, yeah, I have a feeling not the only one who's talked behind my back, and he would be right. But some of the other guys, since I am tall as fuck, big as fuck, they can't understand what I'm going through. I'm just like, you're just bad, brother.
But you're just not
That's
good.
really all it boils
Dude.
down to is you're just bad. Because he was saying, if someone doesn't give me a boost on the hip toss, my big ass isn't gonna get up. But I'm like,
just jump. Literally,
Bro.
I literally wrote
Jump.
my notes. You're talking about people being, whatever. You're the one not jumping.
I mean, you have to take your own bump. Just jump, forehead.
Yeah,
Literally,
you
just
jump into it.
Just jump
boost- You get the boost forward, not the boost up.
Right. Just
You
jump.
get thrown forward.
Right.
That's all you do.
I don't,
So I will say this as a wheelchair user, as a disabled man. If you can use your legs, it shouldn't be that hard, right, boys? Like I don't think
I
I'm
mean, I
being
don't see
like
the issue with it. I mean, you simply jump when you get pulled up.
All right, so even at my heaviest weight, and granted, my heaviest weight was still quite a bit of ways from Darry. My heaviest weight was 264 pounds. I could still do a backflip.
I can't do a backflip when I'm 174.
Daryl can't jump up, straight up.
No, he can't. He's a
I don't-
football player.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I was about to say, this guy's supposed to be a fucking football player, right?
He's a
Like,
lineman. Yeah. He's real low to the ground, Big
Yeah,
on
whatever.
gravity.
But he can't just jump up.
Big on gravity.
Okay. All right.
Big gravitational pull guy.
Well, that wasn't my thing, so I'm not gonna pretend to know. But just jump. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
just jump, dude. Like I'm sorry. I know I can't really say much because I can't even stand up for the sake of it. But like, do a jump or get the fuck out. After this though, they pan to a bar.
Oh, hold
And-
on. There's one more thing I gotta mention. Just
Oh,
to
true.
just to put some icing on the fuck Daryl cake. So we then later see Daryl do the same exact thing he said to Josh Matthews to Taylor, who is literally
God,
1/4 of his
no, I
size.
forgot about
Oh,
this.
yeah.
He fucking killed her
It
because he didn't go for a hip toss
Yeah.
from her.
was so fucking bad, dude. Like it was incredibly bad.
And then afterwards, they're in the car driving back to the house. Daryl says, "Damn, my neck really hurts. Y'all people should really learn how to give me a boost."
Yeah.
Oh
He
my
says in the
God.
car to all of his fellow cast members, "Y'all need to learn how to give me a boost. I'm 350 pounds." What?
That's what he said.
This dude, I'm like, has serious mental health problems. I don't know, dude. It's I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Incredible mental fortitude.
It's
Unseen
something. It's something.
lunacy.
I want to say I respect it, but I don't.
So then John Kubrick takes the lads out to the billiards hall.
Yeah, baby.
They put together a drinking game. They're gonna play darts. Whoever loses has to do 10 push-ups and say "I'm your bitch"
Yep.
to each
Yep.
each other player in the game with them.
Right.
So the loser's gonna have to put up like 60 fucking push-ups
Right.
and say "I'm your bitch" in
Right.
between each and every single one of them. And they can gift their push-ups to other people,
Yep.
which we will see
Yep.
later. So they play the game, and then we cut back to Taylor at home, writing in her diary, talking about how before the show she was depressed.
incredibly depressed.
She was the most.
She said she was so unhappy with life.
Yeah, she said that she was the most unhappy she's ever been in her entire life.
Yeah. Even when she was going to university and all this other stuff,
She just did not want to be there.
She just hated it.
So then
Yep.
we had this emotional moment. We cut back to the boys being boys, having
The
fun
boys,
with the boys.
boys,
Boys
start ripping
being
each other, about to
boys.
start putting H bombs in each other's drink, brother.
Yeah. So it turns out Daryl loses the dart game.
Yes.
He lost. The boys, oh, they're They're frothing at the mouth. They're ready to fucking they're ready to bitch make this man Daryl.
They're frothing at the mouth. I was watching this at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was fucking losing my shit. I was so fucking
It was
excited.
time to bitch make the bitch. They make Daryl jog in front of the car.
Yeah,
They're
oh,
in
yeah, so-
back to the house.
Yeah, after. All right, so when the darts game is over and after Daryl loses, they get in the car, and some of them are saying that they're going to not have Daryl do the push-ups. They'll relieve.
Oh yeah,
him.
they're gonna do a like a forfeit.
Yeah, they'll relieve him of the push-ups. Some of them said, it was based on conditions or whatever. I mean, some. That's why he ran to the house. It's like, yeah, we'll relieve you of the gimmick.
Yeah, well, yeah, they said we'll take like 20 push-ups
Yeah,
off if you run back to
But
the
you gotta
house.
run back to the house. So he
Yeah.
ran in front of the Jeep.
Mhm.
Right.
Okay,
to the
I
restaurant.
wrote down.
They're just
This
hazing him.
shit reminded me of Get Out. Like the movie, because this motherfucker is running in front of this car, and like Daryl's
Well-
like 350 pounds. I was like, they're gonna hit him, bro. Like, holy fuck.
As a black man, I have not seen that movie yet. So,
You and
I-
and I can fix that.
seen it?
I think you should watch it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a very
I've
good
seen it
movie.
twice.
Jordan
I've
Peele
heard-
doesn't miss.
I've heard it's great, fantastic. I've just not yet seen it.
We could fix that.
Yeah, we can fix that. So after that though, it is yoga time, motherfucker.
It's time for yoga.
Not DDP yoga though. That's not for another like 10 years. Sag.
Oh, I also before the yoga, I also want to mention that Al Snow.
Yeah, they cut the
Ca-
tracks.
They cut the tracks. Al Snow calls out Daryl.
Yeah.
No, it was
No, it was
Gubrick.
Gubrick.
Gubrick calls out
He's like,
Daryl for losing
last
the
night
darts game.
we had a little challenge, and I won't say who lost Daryl, but
Yep.
Daryl.
the stipulation of the thing, Daryl, was that you have to do push-ups in front of all of the losers, and Daryl, they have to say a little phrase, Daryl. Yeah.
Not naming names.
And then he
but-
says that he gifted his 10 to Al Snow.
Yeah. Oh baby, and did Al ever have fun with those?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Daryl fucking wow.
And now it's yoga exclusive footage time.
Yes.
Yeah,
after
I'm
Al
sorry.
also-
I did skip over because I forgot because I have other shit written in my notes as they talk about Daryl later, so that's my
There's
bad.
one more thing before yoga is that Al announces that tomorrow there will be the
Yes.
first official elimination in this competition.
I did have that.
Woo! Woo!
People are
I wonder who
feeling-
it'll be. Woo! Woo!
Shadrick is just fucking
He's just
his
falling apart.
butthole clenched so hard.
Yep.
Yeah, they said
To me, it was never a question.
No. Al said Al just said, today's the last day to show us what you need to show us before we have to cut somebody tomorrow morning. Then it's yoga time.
Then they do some motherfucking yoga with Tori, who, bro, Tori was jacked to the gills.
She's huge, yeah.
She was cut.
She looked-
up.
Dude,
she looked
nah,
incredible.
Her arms
Tori
were
Wilson
insane.
never really gets the fucking like recognition she gets for how good she used to look like as an actual like wrestler. She
Wrong
looked
Tory, brother.
fucking
different
huge.
Tori.
Yeah, wrong Tory.
Different Tori.
Oh, wrong Tori, wrong
Yeah.
Tori.
That's not. I'm not talking about Tori Wilson. I'm talking about Tori.
Tory.
Oh, you're talking about oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Tori Wilson wasn't here. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No,
I
this
thought
is
Tori. I thought
2002.
Tori was the one who did the yoga, but that's my
No,
bad.
no,
it
it's
was
Tori.
Yeah.
T-O-R-I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was fucking bro. She was looking insane
Absolutely incredible.
on the cycle for sure.
You think so?
Yes. Probably not, but like she
Damn.
looked like she could have
She
been.
looked great. She did
I
look
doubt
really
it, but
good.
she looked like she was on some shit. Yeah.
True.
So all the they're all fucking getting ready for all that. They also they go for yoga, but then they cut right back to them at tracks. Al has them doing blow up drills, and Shadrick vomits as he tries to walk towards the bathroom. He's really falling.
Yep.
He's cracking under pressure.
I mean, you
immediately.
say blow up drills, but it was really just push ups and sit ups.
Just blowing him up.
Yeah. Okay, brother.
They're doing
guess.
squats.
They didn't
They're
even
blowing him up.
They didn't even start doing the actual
Yep.
headlocks and stuff
Yep.
yet.
Blowing him up.
They did the
Yep.
They were doing like basic calisthenics.
Yeah, blowing him up.
Before they started doing
They're all
actual
fat.
drills.
They're all fat.
God.
Chadrick is like the best. Okay. Whatever.
We're back.
Yes.
It's always about troll Daryl, don't you know?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, but and what do you mean Shadrick's the most, bro? He's the one who vomits after these drills.
That's true.
He vomits. Gerbrick's like, hey man, just chill in this chair
Yeah,
and
just sit
cool
back,
it.
take it easy. Yeah.
cool it, bro.
Some more cuts to Josh Matthews being really good.
Yeah, Josh
Yep.
Matthews, Chris Nowinski, and Greg are like my top 3
Yeah.
based on what I've seen.
Yeah, I agree.
That man Greg is beautiful.
Not better. Not better than Chris, but yeah.
Yeah, I concur with Marquise. I like Greg more, or I like Chris more. Excuse me.
You know, what's weird is that how little spotlight Maven actually has gotten so far.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he's only really been seen.
When he
He's like-
shits on Daryl.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, like, I don't think I get a whole lot of ring time with Maven.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never ever see him doing his bumps.
I agree.
That's true.
It was on the special contract.
I guess.
No.
I
what were
guess.
you
I
gonna say?
mean, the way it was cut, that's what makes it more surprising when he becomes the eventual winner.
I guess.
I don't know. Kind of weird, actually.
Yeah, honestly.
But yeah, it was just something I noticed was that Maven doesn't get a whole lot of actual shine in the show. At least so far. And this is episode 5. But yeah, they're doing their shit. Daryl manages to not sandbag Tori when she hip tosses him. Because I'm sure he knew that if he did, he was going to be murdered.
Yep.
She would have kicked his ass.
But isn't this where he does a fireman's carry to like Paulina and she fucking
Oh
beats
my-
herself or whatever?
Yeah.
No, that shit looked so brutal.
It just looked bad.
It looked so
This
brutal.
is actually the point where Josh said that if Daryl was up to all this bullshit in the same size as him, he would have been cut. That's just where he says it.
Yeah.
During drills, Al gets Dale to drop down and give him a push up. Well, it says, I'm Al's bitch. Yes, sir.
Goddamn right.
And then we cut to Gubrick, Al, Taz, and Tori. They're rounded up together with the room empty. They go over who they're gonna send home. They have Polaroids. Incredible.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, which
Polaroids?
is like so fucking weird.
That's awesome.
So
The cork
weird.
board. The cork board. And
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so they're going over, they're gonna cut. All that really matters here throughout all this is that Taz buries Daryl for being a
Oh
a
my-
whining, bitching, moaning, complaining, useless, worthless, garbage, piece of dog shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hates him.
I love Taz so much. Like he's one of my favorite wrestlers ever. Hearing this motherfucker just literally saying he's lazy, he's tired, he's bitching, he's moaning. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, he just
Go
gave him the shit.
on his ass. It was so
So,
good.
The
so good.
the boys know the time is nigh for your old Daryl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they know. So they're like, shit, we gotta get our last goods on him. Like we gotta
Oh
get a
my
last bit of
God.
comedy out of this motherfucker because we're not gonna get any more.
They're like, yeah, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and redeem those push-up gimmicks
All at once.
Yep.
So all at
Yep.
once. What we're gonna have you do, Daryl, we're gonna be going to this grocery store. You're gonna take off your shirt. You're gonna do some football cadences in front of the checkout lady and you're gonna spike this loaf of bread paid for by Maven.
Yep.
In
Yep.
front of her. So basically, you're going to I don't know, visually assault this woman.
I guess so. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
super weird.
So they want him to
shit.
go up to her, do his cadence, and say, "Break down,
Yeah.
break down, break down."
Spike.
Spike it. So Daryl does it at the least effort he could possibly do it with.
Yep.
So like, break down, break down, break down.
Spikes it and leaves.
Spikes it, he runs away.
Yeah.
And the boys are
Dying. They were
someone
dying.
fell over.
They like
No,
three of them did.
like
Yeah, people were
Yeah.
falling over. They were laughing so hard.
They were. It was not nearly as funny as they were selling it to be.
No, it wasn't. I wish it was.
I-
Because it could have been. If he had done it,
Cause-
if he had done it the way they wanted him to do it, I'm sure it would have been hilarious.
I'm
I
sure
I thought it was funny, but yeah, it could have been better. It could have been much better.
they were just overselling it.
So
Yep.
then the next morning, everyone returns to tracks for the first official cut. The crew find out who will be eliminated when they search their lockers for a red tag. Because they don't want to tell you to your fucking face.
No.
They don't want to deal with that.
Well, yeah. It's the way I saw it. Well, of course, it's like no, we're not gonna be the ones to tell you. But the way I saw it is, you can find out and say your goodbyes.
And then come back
at
and leave.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get it all done.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone's looking in their lockers. Everyone's looking around. We see everyone opening their lockers. We got all these camera shots into their
Shadrick
lockers.
absolutely believes it's going to be him still.
Opens his
Yep.
locker. There's no tag.
Tag.
It's not him.
Nope.
Who is it that opens their locker and finds one but Daryl?
Yeah.
What?
I wrote in my
No
I wrote my
way!
notes, all capitals, Daryl, let's go!
I also wrote down Daryl. Let's fucking go in my notes.
Man had a
So-
dirty ass outfit on and he came in for training wearing it. That dude was fucking out of here.
Yeah.
His pants were dirty. Get it. His pants were dirty. His
his-
sweater was dirty.
And his shorts had a hole.
Like, bro, this dude's nasty. Dude was gross. So Daryl gets all his things, gets kicked the fuck out. Get out of here. We don't want you.
Yeah.
Man's like, I can't believe I lost. I really thought I was gonna win this thing.
Just couldn't believe it.
Whatever, bro.
He says he's gonna go to summer school. I guess he just really wants to be a football player.
I guess so. So then Al takes his chair, puts it up against the wall with Jason, Victoria, and Bobby Joe's. And that's where we end the 5th episode of season 1 of the WWF Tough Enough. Pretty good episode with a whole lot happening.
Yeah.
Although,
It's a
it's
lot
really
to
they
talk
called
about.
it Dinner with Patterson, or Mr. Patterson. He was only in it for like the first 10 minutes.
But they
Like,
really wanted
yeah.
you to know that the boys used to shove cigars up their ass and moon drivers. They really wanted
You know
to
what's really
that.
more fucked up about that story than anything? The fact that they kept it for exclusive footage.
It's exclusive footage. You have to subscribe to Peacock to see this footage.
Yeah,
Or
apparently.
Patterson is a sick fuck.
Not only did they keep it, they edited it in
Yeah, they specifically put it in.
for this. Yeah, 'Cause
Specifically.
this of course this wouldn't have been on MTV. So they wanted you to know that this is what
so
the boys got
incredible.
up to. This is what they did.
This is what they were doing.
This is what they were
This is
doing.
their pastime.
Yeah.
Sticking cigars in each other's asses, breeding and submitting each other.
Yeah, mooning cops and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what they were getting down to.
Based.
I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was that episode. Pretty good. Happy that Daryl is finally fucking gone because, God, dude is just a human heat magnet.
Yeah, but
Shadrick,
not
Shadrick
in a
only
good
had
way.
sympathy because he was down bad.
True.
He was down so bad he felt sympathy for the worst guy
Pretty much. Yeah.
because he thought he was worse.
Yeah, I mean, he just had so much. It's imposter syndrome, really.
Yep.
He just does not think that he belongs to be there, and well, I mean, he's definitely better than Daryl.
Absolutely.
But he himself felt that he was even worse than Daryl.
Which is his own delusion.
Huh?
No one was worse, except for maybe Bobby Joe.
Baby.
Nah, the other one.
Victoria?
Yeah.
Slamming her head?
Yeah.
Well, it's only so much worse than slamming your bumping shoulder first.
Or being just a fucking cunt.
That too,
That
but
too.
still. Although Victoria and Bobby Joe were certainly the catty ones.
That is
Yeah.
so true.
I
That's
feel,
a
like, I,
good
feel, I feel like the interwoman drama has died down immediately since they left.
Dude, I don't think Nydia was even on anything in this episode.
She was around,
But
just not
She
too.
was,
She was
uh,
she was around during the Patterson shit, and then she
Yeah.
just kind of disappeared to the back because she's doing fine, so she had nothing to do with this elimination bullshit.
Honestly.
Oh, I was gonna say
Super-
too though. The only like other, the thing I wrote down too that like we didn't really talk about is like Taylor was sucking up during the Patterson shit.
Oh yes.
She's being a suck up, trying to get her way in. Bro, she simply does not want to go back to her life.
Yeah, she's trying to
Yeah.
prove that she wants this, which I respect.
Yeah. No, I respect it too.
Probably the wrong
Yeah, that-
person to suck up to, but you know.
True.
Yeah, you should have been sucking up to goddamn Stephanie like crazy.
Yeah. Not Pat Patterson and his rib on the boys, you know. Leave that fucking guy alone.
Honestly.
True.
Well, with that being said, I think that has been the 33rd edition of the Taking Liberties Pro Wrestling Podcast. We thank you so much for listening. We appreciate all your support. Leave us a review on Apple. Of course, do it right now. As I'm talking to you, go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review right now. Do it
Right now.
right now. Of course, also, if you want to go even further above and beyond, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TOProWrestPod. Never required, always appreciated.
On God.
Also, you can find us on Twitter at TOProWrestPod. We also have a Discord. Forgot to mention at the start,
we
but we
do.
do have a Discord
We do.
where you can join us. Send us a little DM on the Twitter ski. We'll shoot that over to you. It's always cool to have new people in there talk about wrestling and other things that you might be interested in, like music, sports, geek shit,
Yeah.
anything. All sorts of things to talk about there. Of course, we're on every podcast platform in the universe.
So many.
Google, Spotify, all the places. Born. Love that
You ain't
shit.
on Bullhorn. Where you at though?
Honestly, I mean, again, the analytics tell us that people are just on different platforms.
True.
Could be the bullhorn.
Yep.
Possibly.
Shout out to you bullhorners.
Yes.
I'm feeling bullhorny.
Yes.
Yeah.
We appreciate you so much for listening. I've been Andrew.
I've been Marquise.
I've been Max.
We've been Taking Liberties Pro Wrestling Podcast, and we are out of here.
Bye.
Goodbye.